All right. Here we are for self-care Saturday. So practice today, a couple blocks would be handy, a knee pad, blanket, eye pillow, whatever you like to use for Shavasana as well. So find that comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you this morning. Bring that back nice and tall. Relax the chin, relax the shoulders. Bring the eyes gently closed. Just settle into your breath. Start to deepen that breath. Feel that breath guiding down towards the belly. That belly might slightly rise with that in breath. And then as you exhale, slowly releasing the exhale. And the belly releases back in. Start to lengthen out your inhales and your exhales. Finding that rhythm that feels good to you. Your next exhale has been completely released. So gently guide those eyes open. Beautiful. Release the arms out to the sides. We'll do some sun breaths here. Inhale as you circle the arms up overhead. Exhale as you release them down to the sides. Inhale, circle up. Release down. Do a couple more of those. Just flow with your breath. And once the arms are down to the sides, pause there. Let's come into some side bends here. Let the right hand release down for support. Inhale the left arm up and over. This releases deep into the side bend that feels good to you. One more breath. And then exhale. Use the left arm to guide you up. Pause. Take a full cleansing breath here. And then we'll side bend to the opposite side. The left hand floats down. Inhale the right arm up and relax that head and neck. Feel the breath flowing up the right side of your feet. One more breath. Exhale and bring the body upright. Settle here, take a breath. Let's find a twist. Let the right hand flow back. Inhale, take the left arm up and take it to the right. Find the twist that feels good to you. Sit up nice and tall. More nice deep breath here. And we'll use our next exhale to untwist. And let's mic our way to the opposite side. The left hand reaches back. Inhale the right arm up. And right hand to the left knee and guide yourself into the twist. Bring that back nice and tall. One more breath. Exhale and untwist. Inhale, take the arms together up, overhead, hinge at the hips, and find a forward fold. Goes deep as feels good to you. Sometimes I like to bring a block around to the center to let the hands rest on. One more breath here. And we'll start to walk the body upright. And we'll make our way to the tabletop. So we have those to the knees. Go ahead and grab that knee pad. For this tabletop today, we're going to take our knees slightly wider than the hips. We're going to take the hands slightly wider than the shoulders and a little bit in front of the shoulders. So kind of off to the edges of the mat. Settle here, get a nice soft gaze to the floor. As we inhale, we're going to lean up over the hands ever so slightly. And as we exhale, we're going to press the hips back. Inhale as you lean up over the hands. Maybe let the heart center a little bit. And exhale, release the hips back. So it's like a modified cat cow here. So inhale, lift out. And exhale. The hips release back. Beautiful. Just continue to move back and forth with your breath. Next time the hips are back towards the heels, we're going to float down to the forearms. Just let the palms face each other. Here, let the head melt down and take a couple breaths here. Make your way back up and find a neutral tabletop, bringing the hands back underneath the shoulders, knees back underneath the hips. Settle here, take a couple breaths. You're going to kickstand the right foot out, throw those toes under. As we exhale, we're going to take the left leg back, bring it down to the floor, and take the left hand up to the hip. Settle here in this gate pose. Take a breath, get your focus, get your balance. And we're going to take this left hand and reach it and let it rest so that it's laying on top of it. You're reaching towards the front of the room. Good. As we inhale, we're going to take that arm and circle it back towards the long body, up and over. Exhale, we're going to reach the hand towards the floor. Just make a big circle here with the arm. Inhale, reach up and nice big circle. Exhale, circle it down towards the floor. Good. Just continue with that nice big circle with the arm. Inhale as you circle up. Exhale as you circle down. Once you finish that last round, let that left hand float back to the hip. Settle here. Take a breath. Feet up there. Then we're going to release that left hand towards the floor and take us back to the tabletop here. Good. So a couple sways of the hips here. And we'll take ourselves to the opposite side. Kickstand the left toes out and curl them under. Extend the left leg, the right leg back straight. And right ankles to the hip. Open out to the long side of the mat. Settle here, get your balance. We'll take that right arm and extend it out towards the ceiling, letting it line up with the ear. Inhale, circle the arm up and towards the body line. Exhale, circle it down towards the neck. Circle out. Let's go release. Good. Continue with that movement with your arm. Just listen to your body. You only can do half circle. That's 2. And the next time you finish that circle, bring the right hand back to the hip. We'll pause there, meet up there. Don't hurry to get there whenever you finish. Then we'll slowly release to the tabletop here. At the tabletop, let's make sure we have our blocks on each side of the mat. If you only have one block, just put it at the center of the mat. 2, go ahead and set them at the top of your mat, framing the mat. Take a couple sways of the hips here. Settle back neutral. Preparing for a down dog. Curl the toes under. Take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, release and find your down dog. You can leave the mat right there, or the knee pad or blanket, whatever you've got there. Just leave it there. We're going to bring the left foot towards the center. Just kind of slide it in towards the center, right underneath. And with the inhale, we're going to take the right leg up to the sky. 3-legged dog. Take 2 breaths here. Good. Release that right leg down. Slide the left foot back over, down dog. Take a breath. Drop down to your knees. Bring the hands to the blocks. We're going to bring that right leg through and find a kneeling low lunge here. Take it as deep as you want. Start to lift the heart a little bit. You can turn the blocks taller if that works better for you. Settle here. Take a few rounds of breath. Keeping the left hand on the block, reach back with the right hand. Let those hips start to melt down. Turn the body out as far as feels comfortable to settle here. Release the right hand back to the block. Pause here. Curl the back toes under, and as we exhale, lift the back leg, finding the high lunge. Keeping the hands to the block. This is more like a runner's lunge. One more breath here. Now we're going to start to straighten this right leg and let the left heel kind of float down towards the floor. Feel like you're going to become straight here as best you can. And we're going to let the head release and melt down. Take a few breaths here. With the exhale, release the left knee back down, bending the right knee, finding that kneeling lunge. And then set that right knee back, find the hip goes out. Set the blocks off to the side. Take a couple breaths here, swaying the hips. Come back center. Prepare for the down dog. Curl the toes under. Inhale here. Exhale. Down dog. Take a breath here. Slide that right foot towards the left foot, bringing it into the center. Inhale, extend the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Feel free to bend that right knee a little bit if you need to. Totally fine. You don't have to keep that leg straight. One more breath here. Exhale, release the left leg back to the floor. And find your down dog, walking the right foot back over. With your exhale, drop down to the knees. Bringing the hands to the blocks. And we'll bring that left foot through, finding that kneeling low lunge here. Even as much as you want to here, settle in. Breathe. Keeping the right hand to the block, let the left hand float back to the hip. Turn the body out, find a twist. Let those hips start to release and melt down a little bit more, maybe. Breathe nice and deep here. Watch those toes and those knees. Make sure they're still pointing towards the top of the mat. One more breath. Release the left hand to the block. Curl the back toe under and lift the back leg. Finding that runner's lunge, settle in. Couple breaths here. We'll start to shift that left leg to a straight position. And the right heel starts to release down towards the front. You need to bring the feet a little closer. Feel free to do that. And then let the head release and relax in. Breathe here. With your exhale, release the right knee down, bend the left knee coming down to that kneeling lunge. And take the left leg back, find the tabletop. Set the blocks off to the side and take a couple rounds of breath swaying the hips. Bring the hands back to the blocks. We're going to bring the right leg through again, finding the kneeling lunge. We're going to curl the back toe under and lift the back. Slowly start to release the body to sit up on top of the hips. You can do this from a kneeling lunge as well. So feel free to release to kneeling lunge if that feels better. If you're in the upright position, we're going to slightly bend that left knee and let the body kind of tilt back, feeling a nice stretch along the front of the left leg. If it feels okay, let the arms float up overhead. Breathe here. Bend that left knee a little bit more if you need to. So keep in the stretch. Breathe. One more breath. Release the hands down. Drop the left knee. And find the tabletop. Take a couple sways of the hips here, letting the blocks onto the side. When you're ready, bring the hands back to the blocks. Bring the left foot through this time. And always the option to the kneeling lunge here. Like to go to the upright lunge. Bring that back leg straight, bring the body to sit up tall on top of the hips. And slowly start to bend that right knee, tilting the body back a little bit. Let the arms fold up overhead if that works for you. Go out to the sides and stay on the hips. If you bend the right knee a little bit more. One more breath. And release the hands to the blocks, drop right. And release back to the top. Here we're going to lower all the way down to our belly. So just take one leg back at a time to release, maybe to kneeling planks and then lower down. Make a little pillow for your head with stacked hands. Then we'll pause here and take a few breaths. Good. We'll start to lift the head ever so slightly. And we're going to take the arms and then take them along the side body, palms to the sky. With the inhale, we're just going to lift the legs. They can be apart or together, whatever feels best. And maybe the heart center lifts a little bit. Exhale, lower everything down. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the legs. And exhale, lower down. One more time with just the legs. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down. You can continue with just the legs, or if you'd like to add the arms, inhale, lifting the arms, lifting the legs, lifting the heart. Come up as high as feels good. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. Whatever works for you. And lower down. I'm going to do that 3 more times. Last one. Let the hands come underneath the shoulders. Press up and find a tabletop. Take the knees nice and wide, kiss the toes together and release to the Hawaiian turns. Melt that head down, release. Let the breath flow where it needs to go here. One more breath. Release back out and find the tabletop. Curl the toes, inhale, exhale, down dog. One more breath here. We'll look to the hands and walk the feet to the hands, finding the forward fold. Bend those knees as much as you need to here. Inhale, we'll half. Exhale, hold. Bend the knees, press the feet into the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And release. At your heart center, let the chin follow down to the chest. Pause here and take a few breaths. Release the hands down to the sides. Make sure you have your blocks off to the sides, standing tall. Inhale, circle the arms together, up, overhead. Edge of exhale, swan back forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bring the hands to the blocks, bringing the blocks in underneath the shoulders. As you inhale, step the right leg back. Finding the lunge, just a natural lunge, not a low kneeling lunge here. So wide up the ankle in the second toe. Good. Now we're going to bring the blocks in a little bit closer so that they're right underneath the shoulders. We're going to start to straighten the left leg. As we do that, the right leg will start to float up. Keep the hips down towards the floor, find a spot in the floor, and we'll pause here and take a few rounds of breath. Release the right foot down, bend the left knee, find that natural neutral lunge. Take a breath. Maybe walk the blocks out a little bit wider so that you can bring the right foot through and find a forward fold, keeping the hands on the blocks. Inhale, half lift, hands on the blocks. Exhale, fold. Gripping the blocks, step the left leg back and find that nice gentle lunge. On top of ankle. Maybe bring the blocks in a little closer. So they're right underneath the shoulders. And we'll start to straighten that right leg as the left leg starts to float up. Find a little balance here. Breathe. Slowly release back to the lunge. And bring the left foot through, forward fold, keeping the hands on the blocks. Settle here, take a breath. This time we're going to plant the left foot down. Keep the leg straight here. We're going to let that right leg bend and lift up towards the sky. 90 degrees. Feel free to bend that left knee a little bit if you need to here. Breathe. With the exhale, bring the knee towards the chest, arch the back a little bit. Inhale, lift out, lift the foot out. Exhale, bring the knee towards the chest. One more. So it's kind of like a cow and lower the right foot down. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, fold, and we're gonna circle up from upright. Take a couple breaths here. Lengthen up the back. Release the arms down. Inhale, circle arms. Exhale, release the hands to the blocks. Inhale, half lift the hands on the blocks. Exhale, fold. Good. Grip the blocks, and we're gonna take that left leg, bend it in the 90 degrees, and lift the leg up and back. Exhale, bring that bent knee in towards the chest. Inhale, lift up and back. So it's like a little modified cat here. So bring it in. Let's do 2 more. Release the left foot back down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. We're gonna step both knees down and find a tabletop. The blocks go off to the side. Kickstand that right foot out again. Earlier. And then we're gonna let the left leg float back. Right arm, left arm, sorry, comes to the hip. If you want to, let that left arm float up to the sky. Here's another option if you want to really deepen this. Put your weight into the right hand and take the right leg, and bring it back with the right. Finding full side plank. Stay in the kneeling plank, please do. Breathe wherever you landed. You took the right leg back, bring the right knee back under, and then exhale, release, and find a tabletop. Find a modified puppy pose or a child's pose, whatever feels best to you. Breathe. One more breath. Slowly make your way back up to the tabletop. We'll prepare for that side plank on the opposite side. So we'll start in the kneeling position. Left toes go out and roll under onto the ankle. Right leg goes back. Right into the hip. You can stay right here. This might be your side plank. Or you might let that right arm float up to the sky. Want to deepen it even more. Put the weight into the left hand and let that left leg float back. Breathe wherever you've landed. Just deep breaths here. You can extend the left leg back, bring it back underneath. And then release to the tabletop. Again, find that modified puppy pose or that child's pose, whatever feels best to you. Make your way back up to a tabletop. Very for a down dog, curl the toes and release and find you. Take 2 breaths here. Look to the hands, walk the feet towards the hands, find the forward movement. With your in breath, find a half lift. Exhale, hold. I'm going to step a leg back and allow you to turn wide on your mat. So it doesn't matter which leg take back just as long as you can find a wide-legged stance. Slowly bring the body upright. Sit up nice and tall on the hips, turn the toes in, take a couple breaths here. Flowing side bends with sun breaths. Inhale, circle the arms up, overhead. As you exhale, find the side bend, releasing one arm down to the leg opposite our sides over. Inhale, sweep the arms back up overhead. And exhale, release, side bend, opposite side. Inhale, arms up. Bend. Arms up. And side bend. We'll do 2 more to each side. Just take your time. Flow with your breath here. Once you finish that last side, release the arms up overhead. Bring the palms together and let the hands melt down towards the heart center. We'll pause here, take a breath. Release the arms down to the sides and turn the toes out to a 45. Take the arms out to a wide position. Spread those fingers nice and wide and palms face forward. Pause here in 5-point star. Breathe. With our exhale, we're going to bend the knees slightly and bend the elbows, finding a goddess pose. Settle here, take 2 breaths. With the inhale, back out to the 5-point star, straightening the arms, straightening the legs. Pause, breathe. Exhale, goddess. Tuck that pelvis in, sit up nice and tall on the hips. Breathe. Exhale, 5-point star. Next, exhale, release the arms down to the sides. And just heel toe the feet towards each other, towards the middle. Underneath the hips, pause. And then turn towards the top of the knee. Preparing our minds and our bodies for our balance. Feel free to move anywhere in the room that allows you to get your best balance. Remember, balance is all about that focus point. So find your focus point, whatever it might be. Start to shift your weight to the leg that you're going to start your balance on and find your balance. One more breath on this side. Keeping your focus as long as possible. Start to release. Take a moment in between. Bring your focal point back into view. Shift your weight. Be okay if it feels different on this side. Your focus start to release. Beautiful. Make our way to the mountain at the top of the mat. With our next in breath, circle arms together up over the edge. You exhale, swing back. Exhale forward. Find the down dog or a tabletop, whatever you feel like you need right now. Take a few breaths wherever you blended. Move how you wish. If you're in a down dog, slowly make your way down to a tabletop. If you're in the tabletop, just stay there. We'll meet you there. Take a couple more breaths, moving how you wish here in the tabletop. That neutral. Find a seat as you release the feet off to one side, hips off to the other. And we'll slowly make our way down to our backs. Have your Shavasana items close by that you'd like to use. Once you're on your back, just take a few breaths there, releasing. Connecting back with your breath here. Can be bent or extended, whatever feels most comfortable to you at this time. We're going to go ahead and extend the legs if they're not already extended. I'm going to take the arms up overhead, let them rest down on the floor. Walk the feet over to the right corner of the mat. And then walk the right body and the arms over to the right corner of the mat. You're looking like a banana laying on the ground. You can cross that left leg over the right leg at the ankles if you want to deepen this little side stretch here. You can keep the head center or you can look off the right shoulder. Take a few breaths here. Slowly release the body back to center. Keeping the arms up overhead. Pause here. Take a breath. And then we'll find that banana side stretch on the opposite side. Walking the feet over to the left corner of the mat. Upper body and arms to the left corner of the mat. Feel free to cross at the ankles, the left or the right over the left. The head can stay center or turn and look off the left shoulder. Feel the breath flowing up the right side of the body. One more breath here. Slowly walk the body back to center. Keeping the arms up overhead. With your next in breath, find a full body stretch, reaching the arms and the legs away from each other. Exhale, gently release. Inhale, full body stretch, really reach the arms and legs. And exhale, release. Inhale, full body stretch. This time with the exhale, hug in the left knee. So here, take a breath. Flex that right foot. Inhale, take it back out to a full body stretch. And with the exhale, hug in the right knee. Flex that left foot. Pause here. Breathe. Keeping the right knee hugged and bring the left knee in to join it. Both knees become hugged in. Take a couple rocks side to side. Massaging that low back ever so gently. If you ready, allow the right hand to release the knees all the way down to the right. The left arm can float out to a T, or it can reach up overhead. Settle into what feels good on this spinal twist for you. Use that exhale to help you to release deeper into the twist. One more breath here. Slowly bring the knees back to center. Couple rocks side to side. When you're ready, allow the left hand to guide the knees down to the left. Right arm can extend out to the T, or it can reach up overhead. One more breath here. Slowly bring those knees back to center. Take a couple more rocks side to side. And when you're ready, release to your Shavasana pose, whatever that looks like for you. Body starts to release. Bones and muscles start to become heavy. Breath slows down. Just allow yourself these beautiful moments of quiet, still rest. you bring your breath back into your lungs. Bring some gentle movements to your body. Starting small with just the fingers and the toes. Moving ever so slightly more and more of your body. When it feels right, allow yourself to roll to one side. Pause there for a couple breaths. Just taking in the goodness of your practice today. And when you're ready, allow yourself to be brought upright by pressing the arms and the hands into the floor. Guiding yourself ever so gently upright. Find yourself in a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like. Let those hands come to rest on the sides of the body, and as you inhale, circle the arms together up overhead, releasing your hands with the exhale to your heart's. Not ever so slightly to yourself, and thank yourself for this beautiful practice on this chilly Saturday morning that brings some beautiful self-care to your body. And I thank you all for joining me this morning. The light in this season honors the beautiful light and goodness in each of you. Namaste. Namaste.